keep that in mind. All right, Big Five. 5 biggest games on the schedule that are not Ravens games as well. So 5 biggest games this coming weekend that are not Baltimore Raven games. So let me take this out because I don't think that's right. So let's go ahead last week's games, and we're going over that while I'm pulling this slide up here. 5 games last week. So we're here down the stretch as well. So the last few weeks of the season are here. And so we're going over these last few games. So all these games pretty much has something to do with playoff positioning and all that as well. They've also too, I will say, weighted a lot of this stuff for the last few weeks. Okay, so what the league wants is competitive games in the last few weeks to go ahead and get marquee matchups right here at the end. So Christmas Day, they got games. That was kind of a miss. But a lot of these games on at the end here are going to be really good games here to go over. So Rams and the Seahawks. I don't know if there was a better game in 2025 other than that Thursday night game. That game was fantastic. The Rams, I thought, had a big lead, almost turned it off, and now they're rallying. So they needed 2-point conversions as well. Went for it, had the brass ones to go for it at the end. So Rams actually lose to the Seahawks in this one. That was big for the confidence of the Seahawks and Sam Darnold to actually beat the Rams in the 12s in that environment and actually get a 38-37 win. That was huge. Bears, Packers was huge too. I thought that was an outstanding one as well. Bears are a real team. They are a real team. Ben Johnson, look, we questioned if this guy was as good, going to be as good as a head coach as he was a coordinator. I'm not sure Ben Johnson's not one of the top 10 coaches in the league, period. I mean, the job he's done. I mean, this is the Chicago Bears with offense. like, when have we ever seen this? Even when we've had good teams. So the Bears actually over the Packers. We talked about the Packers, I guess, but the Packers, that Parsons injury really was a problem. Really shored up a area that they had. Bucks, Panthers. I think this is only part one. Panthers win this game 23-20. Bucks now need to win this week to actually secure the last game of the season. They should beat Miami as well. If they can beat Miami in this game, it's going to be winner take all week 18 for the NFC South. That's a good one as well. Probably, I don't know if there's a bigger surprise this year than the Jags. They actually goes into Mile High and beat the brakes off the Broncos 38-34-20. You talk about Ben Johnson coach, Liam Cohen coach. I'm really still surprised how well it is. And the Lions probably not going to the playoff, but sealed their fate. Lions, Steelers, Squealers getting the win. Mike Tomlin's finding a way. 29-24 over the Lions as well. This week, 2 teams I think got their eyes on the playoffs. The Houston Texans going against the Houston Texans going against the LA Chargers as well. Herbert, I don't know about MVP consideration, but I think his solidified himself as one of the top shelf quarterbacks in the league. I think because the Chargers weren't winning, I think that was kind of a thing where we kind of had a different view of Herbert. Can CJ Stroud get a big win like this on the road? That's kind of the thing. So these 2 teams are kind of in the same spot. They're really good teams. but they don't win these road games and they struggle on the road. So that's a thing. So we will see there. Seahawks and Panthers. I think the Seahawks had one of the biggest wins, I think, of their franchise in recent years. Mike McDonald has certainly established himself as a good coach with a great job that they're doing. Their defense is really good. Offense, they're keeping it simple. Donald is doing his thing. They're running the football a lot. They're very physical. I think they win this game over the Panthers. They need it more. The Panthers really don't need it. Regardless of what they do here, they definitely going to need that winner-take-all most likely next week as well. They could win, and Tampa loses and win the division. I don't think they win this game. I think the Seahawks are a better team as well. Phillip Rivers, I think it's a cool story, but the Jags are no joke. Trevor Lawrence is back in the top area of the quarterbacks of the NFL. He's got Brian Thomas. Their offensive line, I think, is very much surprising people with how well they played. I don't love them defensively. I think they're good enough defensively. They got some good players, but as well. And the Colts, I think they're just kind of spitting wire at this point. I think they're kind of eliminated. They think they're eliminated at this point as well. I think it's cool though to see Phillip Rivers out there as well. I think probably the best game of the weekend, Eagles and the Bills. I think this is a huge litmus for both teams. So these two teams could see each other in the Super Bowl. Both of them kind of a lot is still expected. I think like maybe not as good as they thought, but maybe they are. Like, because Josh Allen's certainly back in the MVP conversation. This is Josh Allen's team. When I see the Buffalo Bills, they are the Chicago Bulls, etc. It's Mike and everybody. What? Good for you, huh? Good for you. And my daughter lost it too, so that's important. And Josh Allen, like this, Eagles, I think still are in the Super Bowl bubble as well. I don't know what's going on with Saquon, why he isn't on track like he was. Some issues on defense, but they're still really good. Not too concerned about that as well. Dude, I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles in that game. I do. And the Bears and the 49ers. 49ers, I think they're even more confusing than the Jags. They got no players on defense, like none. Like Robert Saleh has done such a good job. They're already talking about him again, getting looked at as a head coach as well. Bears aren't no joke for real. They should win this game, and I think they do win this game. But I've been picking against San Francisco like a lot, and they're still winning. So I'm gonna take the Bears because the Bears have more talent. I think the San Fran as well. San Fran still needs to win to get in. I think they're pretty much in the playoffs now, but I think they still going to need to win. They're probably going to be the best third place team, like in all the playoffs as well. So there you go. Big Five. All right, so you guys go ahead and enjoy all the games this weekend. So definitely, absolutely do that as well. It's here. Playoff time is about here. So hopefully Ravori Sports doesn't have to do its first streams in January without a Ravens playoffs. This would be the first time that we actually do that without Ravens in the playoffs.